I wanted to just briefly walk you through the Precise Chart folder here. Um, Maybe open things up and look at them and let you know my expectations for how this will look. So, a Precise Chart is just a really wonderful way to organize your notes and thoughts as you either read the text and or look through a keynote, maybe even adding in your additional outside resources, including videos and things like that that I post. So the Precise Chart looks like this. So when you open the chart in Schoology, it looks something like this. And of course, you have the ability to download it here, and that would be my suggestion. There may be times in the classroom where I give you a blank, already printed Precise Chart, but as we're transitioning, to virtual learning, sometimes you may be asked to download it. So what you would do is download this, and then you would be able to edit it. So if you hit the download button, it'll bring up a Word document that you can open and edit. So for period or unit title, you can just put the topic that we're discussing. Maybe it's the New England colonies, or maybe it's the progressive era, something specific. Maybe it's a time period you want to put here to organize that. If there's a date range you want to include also. Again, I'm checking this to make sure that you are working on it, but how you sort of fill it out is going to be in large part up to you. So let's say it is the progressive era. So you want to think about the political aspects of that time period, any religious implications, religious movements that are going on, economic conditions or policies, cultural, intellectual, social, and environmental issues. So you would fill that out and then upload a completed document in an assignment if I asked you to do so. Otherwise, you would keep it for your notes. So if we go back into the folder, there's also something called a Precise Chart explanation, which if you forget, what are some of the things that I'm supposed to include in this Precise Chart activity, it'll tell you. So for example, in the political section, you could put presidents, you could put political movements, issues related to foreign policy or taxes. Maybe in the intellectual box, you would put something about education. In the social box, something about voting rights. And in the environmental box, maybe something as diverse as climate and geological features, or even demographics, things like population growth, the growth of cities versus rural areas, and things like that. So this is a generic explanation that you would then adapt. It's not something that you're supposed to go, in social, I need to put something about each one of these items in these boxes. You do not need to do that. They also do not need to be in complete sentences. It's just a way for you to organize your notes. You may be asked to write an essay at some point that says, discuss changes in the political, economic, and social life of the United States during the Progressive Era. And you might be able to recall how you filled out this Precise Chart. So it's a nice way for you to organize information, and I recommend that you take it seriously. Let me know if you have questions.